Greetings, friends. This time I would like to show a few techniques on how to draw with a palette knife. I rarely use this artistic attribute, but I had to paint a picture to order, so I decided to show you painting with a palette knife. For this picture I have two palette knives, a well-known fish and a small one for working on details. With a large brush, a thin colored layer of paint is applied to it, so that it is easier for the palette knife to slide on the canvas. Then I started drawing. As you may have guessed, the picture will be colorful and bright, with non-existent colors in the real landscape. Drawing with a palette knife, paints can be mixed on the palette, or you can directly on the canvas. In this case, I mix the paints on the palette and apply them to the canvas without stirring them much. Now the goal in the sky is to create a kind of colored mosaic of colored paints with whitewash. Therefore, I apply each stroke with a palette knife at a different angle, of different lengths and with as many different colors as possible to fill the entire space left under the sky in the picture. Paints for the sky were specially added more white, so that the water looked more contrasting and closer to the viewer on its background. It's time to combine colors and make beautiful stretches and transitions from one color to another. To do this, we completely press the plane of the palette knives to the surface of the canvas and begin vertical movements up or down, depending on which color we want to stretch over the other. The main thing is not to forget to wipe the palette knife after each such broach. Getting down to the water essentially created the same mosaic as in the sky, only the strokes were more vertical to create a reflection effect, and the colors were more contrasting relative to the sky. In order to create the effect of small fluctuations on the water, it is enough to press the palette knife and zigzag downwards. The paint is not only smoothed, mixed, but also acquires a gloss effect with slight fluctuations from the movement of the palette knife. Further away from us, the movements of the palette knife can be small, and closer to us they are wider, thereby maintaining the perspective in the picture. If you do not arrange, so to speak, a joint between the wires, then they can be combined by walking between them with a clean palette knife, and this movement will smooth everything out. In this way, you can quickly cope with large areas of the canvas and create water in the picture. The movement of the palette knife in the shape of the object is quite easy to show its volume and shape. In this case, he has a small picture, so you need to adapt a little and take a smaller palette knife. Just as you apply lighted shadow places with a brush, you can also do it with a palette knife, only with the difference that there will be more paint and the movement is in shape with a slight overlap of the shadow light or vice versa. There are more and more refinements in the picture with ships and reflection in the water, and some very small details by adding a thin brush, where it is inconvenient to do it with a palette knife. Using the edge of a palette knife, you can easily draw thin, even lines by taking a small amount of paint and drawing it across the canvas with the end. It is this method that you can use to map masts in the distance. The picture is already coming to completion, and before I finish, I want to say that in this video I showed nothing but how you can draw a palette knife. Since the painting is custom-made, I drew as the customer shook, and take the paints from the real landscape and you will get an equally juicy picture. I painted this picture in 30 minutes. Palette knives are forever easy and fast to write on canvas. This is the result of the work. I hope this video was interesting and useful to you. In the description of the video I will leave a link to an article reviewing the types of palette knife. I wish you good luck, see you again in the following videos.